No, it's not a cult. It's just a bunch of people that really like Panera. I gotta go, hold on. Hey there, Polar Bear, you must be, Jillian.
Yeah, is this 28 College Street?
Yes, it is, and I'm Stuart. So great to meet you. So are you ready to find the perfect fit for your host family?
Sure, but don't I just get some old people who take me out to dinner and let me store my stuff in their basement over the summer?
No, that's nonsense. We've completely revamped the system. It's much more immersive, okay? So ready to get right into some simulations?
Oh, wait, what do you mean by simulations?
No, okay, so your husband's gonna be Garrett, all right? Now, he's not the brightest bulb in the drawer, okay, but he means well, so just stay away from big words and mirrors, because his reflection flushes him a little bit, all right? Oh, also your kids are weird as shit. Good luck.
Boy, oh boy, this is my beautiful vision of a wife.
Wife?
It smells great.
What do you mean by wife?
Oh, my wife, Lyle and Kyle just got back from following old people. And my mom should be here any minute now.
Your mom, I don't really understand what's going on.
Oh God, I have to go put out the scented candle in the bathroom. She gets the smell of evergreen. She says it reminds her of when that rich guy tried to hunt her. Mom, hello.
Oh, hello. Oh, Jacqueline, how nice to see you.
It's actually Jillian, but yeah, nice to see you, I guess.
Oh, I love how this blouse almost completely hides the weight you put on, Julia.
Jillian, I'm sorry, what?
Oh, come on, sit, dear. I smell dinner. Where are those two little inbreds?
Oh, gosh. Okay, wait, but aren't you related to them?
Kyle, honey.
Hello, grandmother. Hello, father. Mother, we took down all of the town's yield to pedestrian signs for you. We know how you feel of pedestrians.
Hey, there's my boys. Great job.
How was school today, you two?
I stayed home to moisturize. Lyle got a job at the petting zoo. They love how soft my hair is.
Did you guys come out of a Goosebumps novel? God, you guys are strange. Stuart! What exactly is your job?
What? Oh, sorry, Jillian, look, I can't just, explain what my job is here, okay? Finding the right host family is a complicated process.
Okay, but I don't want to be a mom.
Oh, you don't? Oh, that's such an easy fix. I'm so sorry, you should have just made that clear. Okay, no worries. You'll be a dad in the next one.
No!
Hey, Dad, are my balls supposed to be different? They're just crazy uneven.
No. Hey, Dad, can I have 20 bucks? Me and my friends are gonna go heckle a t-ball game and throw quarters off the overpass.
I think I want to give you 20 bucks for that.
Fine, whatever. I'll just ask Mom.
Jackson, you cannot throw quarters off the overpass. I don't care if everyone's parents are letting them do it. It's a waste of money, and you have to do your chores before you go out.
I already did my chores. Besides, I'm not the one who forgot to pick up Peter at a soccer game last Friday.
Me? I was camping in Farley last week. How was I supposed to know?
You wouldn't know if you ever listened to me.
Hey, Pop, you want to have a catch? Remember, you promised me.
Jackson, take Petey outside to play ball. Your father has no time today.
And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon. Little boy.
Peter has soccer practice at 6 this Friday. And it's Rough Sex Tuesday.
Can we talk for a minute?
Oh, sorry. What's up, Jill?
I don't think this host family thing is exactly what I was expecting.
Oh, come on, nonsense. Look, you're gonna love it. We're gonna find the right host family for you. You're gonna have such a good time. You know what? I have just the right idea. You're gonna love this next one, okay? Stick with me for it.
All right, and Amanda, Ben, and Toby, Emily made donations in your name to the charitable foundation Doctors Without Degrees. She's left the rest of her assets and her estate to her beloved tennis instructor, Jillian.
What?
Seriously? The tennis instructor and charity? Mom hated poor people.
This is bullshit. Should have known something. Bring her racket to her lessons.
The tennis ball is in your tennis court, Jillian!
I never even met Emily. All things considered, though, I think that charity does some pretty good work.
Well, that's just perfect. The tennis instructor is trying to distract us with the benefits of philanthropy. Don't act like you don't know what you're doing. I bet you do that with all your clients.
You should be ashamed of yourself. Flirting with sexy elderly women like our mother. You disgust me!
No, that's a totally wrong idea. You know what? Fuck it. Stuart!
3, 2, 1. Oh. Sorry. So I guess Will beneficiary wasn't your cup of tea?
That's not exactly what I think of when I think of host family.
That's ridiculous. What's his family more than a bunch of relatives arguing over money?
Listen, man, I have Chem Lab in an hour. I don't really have time for this. Can you just give me the number for all college storage? All I really wanted was a place to store my shit over the summer anyway.
I'm sorry, no. You are contractually obligated to get a host family after you check the box saying that you would get a host family. Unless you're a liar, Jillian. Are you a liar, Jillian?
No, I guess we can keep going, but I want you to tell me these simulations before you throw me into them.
Well, that's a gross violation of the rules, but you know what? You and me are a couple of rule breakers. Let's see what we got here for you. All right, so, oh, here's a good one. All right, you know what? It's Christmas after the election, all right? You're at your big shot brother's house. I need to take a big swig of this, and your first line's gonna be, I know this sounds racist, but...
I'm gonna stop you right here. Try again.
Okay, let's see here. Oh, I love this one. You're gonna climb into this here womb. You're gonna stay there for
Not a chance.
All right. All right, here's a good one. Everyone's gonna call you Little Munchkin. You're gonna be terrified of vacuums and mailmen, and you're gonna not understand object permanence.
What? How are you coming up with these? Did you really think I'd pick any of these families?
All right, Jillian. Do I come to your chem lab and tell you how stoichiometry works? Do I? No. All right, so don't come here and tell me how to do my job.
But can't you just give me a family with 2 parents and a dog or something?
Oh, wait, that's what you want?
Yeah.
Wait. Well, we do have something. It's gonna be pretty boring, but fine, all right? Intellectual fearlessness, my ass.
Oh, Jillian, it's so nice to see you. You look a little tired. How about some tea?
Chamomile would be lovely, thanks.
Come sit down. Bob?
Yeah, I already put the kettle on. It's so nice to meet you. Welcome to our family. How are classes?
They're good. That high school counselor was not exaggerating, though. College is different.
I know you'll adjust in no time. Bob, have you fed Professor Paws?
You know I did.
Professor Paws, that's so cute. Oh my god, I miss my dog so much. Boy, you guys are the host family I needed. You have no idea the day I'm having.
Well, if you ever need anything, we'll be here for you. You're our little angel.
Sorry, do you guys have a bathroom I could use?
Oh, of course, dear. Go to the one in the basement. The one upstairs is broken.
Thanks.
Good luck. Oh, you remembered to hide the bodies, right?
I thought you did.
Stuart!
We are Bowdoin Live. We have worked very hard to prepare an amazing show for you. One quick note, there are 3 seats that are in Kresge's splash zone for the show. So we're just going to pass out some ponchos, just throw those on for the whole show just to be safe. Yeah, let's, thanks, Brian. And we're going to get right to it. Thank you so much for coming.
What? No, come on. Come on. Come on. Oh. Fuck, I'm gonna be late.
Don't give up, Maple! Just hold on! You've got so much left to live for!
I'm sorry, Oak. This might be the end.
Don't say that! Take my my branch. Let me help you. Mabel! Mabel!
Wait, what's going on? Who's there?
It's a blackout, Julie. We're off the grid.
The power's never coming back, you hear? Darkness is gonna reign for 1,000 years. Cities will turn to ash. Ash will turn to facial cleansers. Horses will eat each other. Or something else creepy like that.
Rumor has it there's power over yonder in Thorn Hall. People are flocking there in throngs.
Wake up, Julie! They have power, you see? They're just not giving it to us. They'll always have power.
Wait, are you saying there's a blackout because I have to post on Instagram, but my phone...
Don't the box! Before time! Go, Julie! Venture forth to the kingdom of Thorn!
Hey there, Julie. You managed an Orient in this blackout?
Am I doing okay? There's no power. I can't burn candles. My lava lamp hasn't moved for hours.
Well, okay, we can at least help you charge your phone or whatever you need. We got outlets down here. No, I need your one card.
Does it hurt?
What hurt?
Being the unholy union between man and machine?
Oh, that. Yeah, that is pretty constant agony.
But you understand, I have to charge my phone, right?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, thanks.
It was the night before Christmas, the 30th one, and just outside Bethlehem, the wise men had come.
God, I cannot believe Jesus is turning 30. It feels like just yesterday we were following a star through a desert in search of a magic baby.
Yeah, talk about a shot in the dark. I cannot believe that worked out for us.
I have followed a lot of stars through a lot of deserts, and that is the only time I ever found a baby. Well, a live one.
Look at that baby now, walking on water, healing the sick.
Yeah, shooting lasers out of his eyes.
Jesus can shoot lasers out of his eyes?
This was a New Testament edition.
I mean, probably he's the son of God.
Yeah.
He also, is God. It's complicated.
Either way, the man knows how to throw a party. Come on.
Let's do it.
Fuck that. It's a pull, not a push.
Yeah.
Some wise men were wiser than others.
Jesus! Who wants to get crossed?
This is just water.
Take another sip.
Alright. It's piss.
You got Jesus.
Classic fucking J-Man.
Okay.
Hey, we brought you gifts, bro.
Casper. Frankincense. How did you know? Oh my God.
Anything for you, buddy.
Balthazar, my favorite brand of myrrh. Where'd you even find this?
The new Whole Foods in Nazareth.
Nazareth had recently been gentrified.
Yo, Lazarus, wake up, dude. Get a load of this myrrh.
Lazarus?
Whoa, that is loud. You know, I was booting rally, dude. Lazarus! 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 Yeah.
Oh, Sean, you got me something too. Oh, gold. That is so, thank you. Thanks, man. Well, if you guys get hungry, there's snacks and Holy Spirits right over there. If you need me, I'm just gonna be around.
Sorry, just a quick second. Did you not like the gold?
What? You are hilarious.
That doesn't really answer my question.
All right. To be honest, it's just that gold is kind of generic, you know? It just doesn't feel like you put a lot of thought into it.
I went way over the $10 limit.
Yeah, you kind of did, didn't you?
Yeah, and I really don't care about price tags, you know? Casper got me myrrh because he knows I love the buzz it gives me. And Balthazar got me frankincense because he knows it's the J-Man's signature scent. You could have gotten gold for anybody.
Hello, sir.
Oh.
I've brought you my drum. It's all I have.
Oh, cool, thanks.
Okay, well that's
Yeah,
that then.
bye. Yeah. See, that kid gave me his only possession. That's how he made money. He's probably gonna die now. That has value.
But you can use the gold to buy other stuff like a better drum.
I already have a drum. And do you think I care about price? I mean, I'm Jesus Christ. Watch this. Hey, Dad, can I have some money? I want to throw quarters off the overpass. Yeah, so it's kind of like you gave an Amazon gift card to Jeff Bezos. But I forgive you.
Okay, well then, fuck me then. I'm a huge asshole for getting
Sean,
gold.
no one's saying that, dude.
He was a little bit saying that.
You know what? You are such an entitled prick. You think just because you got some big shot dad, you can do anything you want.
Yeah, let's chill.
Hey, come on. How about have some water, you know?
Just chill.
Oh, you son of a bitch! Did you turn this into your blood?
It was this again.
You know what? Fuck this and fuck you.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell the Romans about this party,
Whoa,
and they are gonna shut it.
All right. No one messes with my man JC.
Yo, thanks, dude.
I'm always gonna be here for you, Jesus.
You're the best, Judas.
Judas was not the best.
Yo, Danny. How was that pregame at Baxter last night, buddy? You talked to any ladies?
Hey, Sandy, did you see all those weird guys in the white crew necks? Don't they know that Labor Day was earlier in the year?
Fellas, I think I met the girl of my dreams tonight.
Yeah, one of them stared at me for a long time, like a really long time.
Hey, Danny, do you have a way you want to articulate it to us? May I suggest the transcendent power of song?
Baxter Lovin, got me a blast.
Baxter Lovin happened so fast.
I met a girl, cute as could be.
I saw this guy, kinda creepy. Campus lights, always a surprise. Never know what the night will bring. Oh, well, oh, well, oh, well, oh,
you the parent of a college student? Do you ever feel like you have no idea what's going on when you're talking to your kid on the phone? Maybe your little schmuck comes to saying something and, as they would say, the conversation has you tripping balls? Do you struggle to follow the flow of conversation when your little sweet pea sitting at the dinner table pontificating over the latest cultural phenomenon? Well, you're in luck. We have just the product for you to fill all those hours as an empty nester when you're just waiting for the next phone call, FaceTime, or Snapchat text chat. Introducing Brosetta Stone! Instead of wandering around the home with nothing to do because there aren't any more lunches to pack or clothes to wash, Brosetta Stone can teach you words like savage and lit, phrases like on fleek and turn up, abbreviations like HMU and SMH. In only 2 weeks of daily work, you will see noticeable improvement, and soon you'll be able to spit the lingo yourself. If you don't believe me, check out some of our testimonials for our loyal fan base.
Before I started using Brosetta Stone, my little Johnny would hang up on me all the time in frustration because I couldn't understand a darn thing he was saying. He would describe his classes as dope, and it had me worried sick because I thought he was skipping and smoking the devil's lettuce. After calling that Dean Tim Foster, I realized that dope meant cool, chill, fun, etc. And that's when I realized that Brosetta Stone was for me. My people, I am turnt about the lit results.
Home slice, ever since I started these Brosetta Stone tutorials, I'm mad savage with my conversations with my kiddos. I used to be a pretty good mom, I thought, but now I'm on fire fleek. You can find me Netflix and chilling, sending it till my kid's next call home.
Brosetta Stone changed my life. You won't believe my transformation. Hey, Spencer. Snap, crackle, pop, Rice Krispies, yum. Zam! Those Krispies sure are poppin'. Check out the grind line this squad of treats has going on.
Chill, Mom.
See what I'm saying? This whole program has changed my life. It's made me into chill, Mom. Thanks, Brosetta Stone.
If you call now, we'll include a special feature called Brosetta Liberal for all those conversations that make you feel like your kid came home from college a snowflake PC police. Special words include microaggression, spectrum, and heteronormativity.
Hot take.
Bae.
Woke.
It's Brosetta Stone.
Visited Brunswick last week.
My wife and kids just left me.
It's not news. Christ, journalism really is dead. Elvira, what pieces are you working on?
I'm working on an expository on the Bowdoin mint situation. My working title is No One Likes Green Mints.
Damn it, Elvira, get some interviews and expert opinions.
But the green ones are gross.
Salvatore, how's the latest feature coming?
Rumors have been flying that Bowdoin's water supply is tainted. I'm calling it Watergate.
That's exactly the type of Moxie scandal buzzword this paper needs. Take a note, Orville.
Yes, sorry, sir, right away.
You disgust me, Orville. Jason! I need more sports!
Oh, the football team is again, but they're trying to get the...
No more football! Give me legs, cross country!
But sir, I don't know...
Orville! Take a lap!
Please, sir, I'm tired.
You'll sleep when I sleep, and that's never run! How's that for an example, Chester? You've got a runner, now give me gold!
Roger, I'll get that story nice and soupy, Chief.
Not on my watch. Constance!
My story, which paint color tastes best, hit a dead end.
Hate gate!
Damn it, this is a disgrace to the sacred title of nation's oldest continuously published college weekly. Orville, security update!
But low on transport, sir.
jewel of the Orient. Without transport, people will start to tune out. One of you is gonna have to fill it out. It's your turn, Salvatore.
Baloney! I drank the damn hooch last week.
I'll take one for the team.
But, sir, do you think this is a really good idea?
Oh, Bill, I've only ever had good ideas. My mind is like a steel drum. Now get Midcoast on the line and tell them to get the stomach pump at the ready. It's good, but it's not enough. We need more Constance. Slash the ties of Clayton Rose's body. Take my knife.
Oh, what should I do, sir?
Who said that?
Well, it's me, Walter, op-ed, sir.
Right. Walter, do you have opinions?
Oh, boy, you bet I got opinions. Identity and hookup culture.
Right. Do you have a camera?
Well, I got my iPhone camera, but I don't really see how that...
Fantastic! Now get out there and get me pictures of the Spider-Man.
The Spider-Man in New York? I can't even walk.
Follow the web!
Half man, half spider, all evil!
Chester, how's that security report coming?
A giant among men.
That's some fine journalism, Chester.
You know, while we're fabricating campus events...
Yes. Shall I bring up the news dice?
Who's that?
Let's let fate decide the news. Bibimbap night. Cancelled. All right. Why would they stop serving bibimbap?
Serving the meal is a logistical headache.
Yeah, it gives people the whooping cough. What? Protein! And that's why the football team keeps losing.
Moulton's only bibimbap chef was kidnapped. Now you've got it, Elvira. A bibimbap, kidnappery. This'll make this paper sell like hotcakes.
Don't we give our paper out for free, sir?
No matter! I'm tired of playing second fiddle to the digest engine. We need to arrange a kidnapping.
Doesn't that seem a bit extreme? We are just a student-run college newspaper.
A student-run college newspaper? How dare you! We are the nation's oldest continuously published college weekly! We publish a paper to make no war! We can handle a little journalistic dry spell.
I bet they had a lot more to write about during the war.
One more word out of you, Salvatore, and it's curtains.
Curtains or blinds? I can see the headline now. Blind Gate. Now that's a feature.
You're flying too close to the sun, Salvatore. Get out! Get out!
But...
No butts in journalism! Only legs! Out! Chester, take up that Blind Gate story. I actually thought it was pretty good. And Elvira, go kidnap me that bibimbap chef.
It would violate every journalistic ethic I know. And God damn it, that's why I love the Orient.
My bibimbap!
I told myself I'd never come back here. I was gonna run and run and run and never look back. But here I am, because the world isn't flat. So no matter how fast you run, you always end up right back where you started. Even though every molecule in your body is shouting at you to run away, something pulls you towards home. Something completely outside of yourself, but also somehow of yourself. And you're trying to push it away, but the pull is too strong, and you're tired. And at some point, you just can't push anymore. God, it's been so long, I barely recognize it. The picture in my head must have faded and warped over time. Memory's tricky like that. You don't actually remember anything. Your brain just tells you stories about what happened, and each retelling...
This is 33 Maple, right?
No.
Oh.
Why do I always push people away?
Submitted a plan last week to reroute Pine Street to make way for an athletic facility. One football player commented on the college's willingness to literally reorganize the town for them, describing it as tight.
Last week, Arby's announced it was acquiring Buffalo Wild Wings for $2.4 billion. As soon as the news broke, Popeyes immediately acquired Boston Market to compete in the new all-purpose meat consumption zone niche. Additionally, several restaurants banded together in response, and this weekend we'll see the grand opening of Thank Rubies, It's Thurplebees.
This semester, I lost a grand total of 7 water bottles. I've never been more grateful for Moulton's Take a Water Bottle, Give a Water Bottle program.
Sophie, Moulton doesn't do that.
Yeah, they do. You know, all those water bottles on the shelf across from the dish rays?
No, that's just water bottles that people leave to be washed.
And that would explain the inconvenience of always having to wash someone's name off of it. Budweiser announced last week that they are committed to researching how to create their beer on Mars and have already begun experimenting with samples on the International Space Station. Their budget for this research is over $2 million, while their budget for researching how to make their beer not taste like shit is still $0.
The Bowdoin Quad lost 2 trees this semester. So, nothing's forever, guys, all right? Life is fleeting.
Congress recently passed a massive tax reform bill that included a number of handwritten edits in the final version. When asked about all the last-minute changes, Mitch McConnell retracted his head into his shell while backing into the nearby closet.
At a press conference celebrating the work of the Navajo code talkers during World War II, President Trump made an Elizabeth Warren Pocahontas joke, which it turns out was the last space he needed on his daily ways to make things unnecessarily worse bingo card.
Earlier this week, Elon Musk tweeted his plan to launch a Tesla Roadster into Mars orbit as the payload of the new Falcon rocket, adding that he wanted David Bowie's song Space Oddity to be playing in the car during takeoff. So, like, Elon Musk has tried weed, right?
Last week, for the first time since 1980, the Voyager 1 spacecraft fired its thrusters.
Yay! The Government and Legal Studies Department has once again received the most requests for class registration for spring semester. The Russian Language Department, which received the fewest requests, has announced its new effort to be more attractive as a major by offering Collusion 1101 and Modern American Politics.
And now, to help us make sense of this tumultuous political climate, is Steve the Propagandist. Welcome, Steve.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for having me. But actually, it is Steve. I only take alliterative jobs.
All right, Steve, what is next on the city government's agenda?
I'm glad you asked. So the town council's next agenda item is security. All right? So they did just slash the police department budget, but they passed a resolution to recommend keeping a baseball bat under your bed. All right? So they're getting real tough on crime. You know? Plus, as an extra bonus, in case anyone breaks into your house, you're ready to play some baseball. You know?
Yeah, I'm not sure I totally see that as tough on crime, Steve, but it's fine. Are they working on any policies to address hunger?
That's a good question, yeah. So the town council is a firm believers of the adage, you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day, You give a man a lifetime supply of fish, you feed him for a lifetime. You know, it's powerful stuff, really. Unfortunately, they don't actually believe in handouts, so they're not giving anyone anything.
So no handouts whatsoever?
Well, except for that one U2 album that they put on everyone's phone a while back. They're big Bono fans.
Wait, but aren't they worried about like people in poverty going hungry?
Well, the town council's official stance is that food is more of a rich person's thing, you know, like healthcare.
Whoa, healthcare should be a right for all people.
Okay, easy there. Absolute statements are never right. Ever.
All right, well, let's move on, Steve. I know you have a lot to cover.
Yeah.
Listen, apparently the town council declared war on Topsom yesterday. Can you comment on that?
Well, Topsom is the closest township to Brunswick, and you know what they say, Jesse, right?
Jesus, yeah, okay.
So you keep your friends close and your enemies closer, all right? And that means you keep everyone just real close, all right? You stay in large crowds, Jesse. Stay in large crowds, right?
Steve, I'm not sure that applies.
We may be going in circles here. Is the council worried about climate scientists' growing concerns about global warming?
Oh, no. So the town council obviously doesn't concern themselves with frivolities like that. You know, the Latin root for science is just the study of coincidences, right?
Jesus, this is all just nonsense or like blatantly false. How do you get away with reciting this garbage?
Good question. So I mostly rely on the fast-paced nature of talk news to be wholly incapable of thoroughly scrutinizing any political claims.
All right, and that's all the time we have for this segment. It's Steve the Propagandist, everyone.
During the Bowdoin Blackout, Bowdoin Security sent out a series of texts detailing which buildings had reacquired power. One list contained Ham House, causing confusion among students. Randy Nichols expressed his dismay at having accidentally revealed Bowdoin's underground system of meat-themed housing.
Brought to you by Thank Rubies, it's Thurplebees.
U.S. mayors have been submitting applications to entice Amazon to build their new headquarters in their cities. While Chicago offered Amazon millions of dollars in tax subsidies, the mayor of Brunswick offered Jeff Bezos a Brunswick Dragons t-shirt and 6 round-trip tickets to Boston on the Downeaster.
Sophie, I hope you don't mind. I actually scheduled a peer health talk with one of my first years during this, and he seemed so excited I just couldn't reschedule.
Are you actually doing this right now?
All right, please welcome Mason!
Thank you so much for having me, Jesse.
All right.
Sophie, what's up? Anyway, me and my fellow first years have a couple hard-hitting questions about how Bowdoin really works.
All right.
For instance, does Thorne have express lunch?
No, they don't. Maybe I should be on peer health, Jesse.
You're not my rep.
She's right, that's true.
Okay, cool. And so, where does Druck end and Cleve begin, and how are they going to make it an igloo?
Oh, no, the igloo thing, that's a different Cleve, but the Drux thing, no one knows that.
Okay, cool. All right, and in Shrek, why, when the movie is all about taking into account someone's character and the quality of their character, and not making fun of their exterior, like, appearance, why is everybody mocking Lord Farquaad for his height the whole time?
What?
Also, how do they build bridges? Because there's so much water, and I feel like you can't even start the bridge. It has to be on one end or the other. And how do you taxiderm something? Like the polar bear in Buck, how do they taxiderm him?
Could we maybe just...
Oh, and speaking of the North Pole, what are the Northern Lights, and do you want to go?
I don't know if we should talk about that now. Look, I just wanted to make sure you're all good with your transition to Bowdoin, you're living a healthy lifestyle and everything.
Yeah. Well, I don't know that the traffic situation is safe. Like, why do you park on a driveway and drive on a parkway? More importantly, why do you yield at stop signs and stop at yield signs?
You haven't been stopping at stop signs?
You're not my rep! Anyway, Jesse, since you're a science major here, I was hoping you could help me with some of that. So how do magnets work? Is it just like the North Pole up to its old tricks again?
I think with magnets, it's like a field that creates the attraction.
Oh, speaking of attraction, my man. Is there any way you could help me get a girl?
Oh,
can I get a girl, Jesse?
Yeah, I mean, just talk to him, bud. Be yourself. Maybe ask somebody out on a date.
That'll work.
Yeah. I promise that will work.
Sophie, I'm sorry I was like yelling and stuff before. I was. I just think you're really cool, and if you maybe wanted to hang out tomorrow night, like play in a revolving door, look at some like Christmas trees in department store windows, maybe, unless that's uncool, in which case I don't like it either.
You are barking up the wrong tree, buddy.
You fucking liar!
Hey, I'm sorry, but that's, that's better. I can be more helpful with questions about your social life, stuff like that.
What about sex stuff?
Yeah, even sex stuff, Mason.
Okay, because this has been bothering me. This is a head scratcher. Why, when I listen to Michael Bublé, do I always get an erection? And a more pressing matter is, why do I have an erection right now?
Maybe it's just the holiday spirit?
No, there's definitely something more there.
Let's just focus on your mental health. Everything good, emotionally, spiritually, like that?
I'm all good. I do have a question about, like, the spiritual stuff, though. I just don't offend anyone religiously. But if there is a God, Jesse, if there's a traditional monotheistic omniscient God out there, and we constantly see plagues and famine and all these natural disasters, does that prove that God is not the altruistic being we think, but that he or her is mean, for lack of a better word, and that it's maybe a narrative somehow created at the beginning of society to, like, I don't know, silence the shouts and pain of the poor, Jesse? Is it just one big fucking lie about God, Jesse?
Oh.
Also, do birds have sex, and if so, how?
Mason, I think that's all we have time for. Thanks so much.
This has been Campus Update. Stick around, we have one more sketch!
All right, everybody settle down. Listen, before we get started, guys, I just want to introduce you all to Lonnie, our new bailiff. Just moved in from out of town.
What's up, Lonnie?
Hi, Lonnie.
Hi, good to meet you all.
All right, now, as we all know, our picturesque little town is being terrorized by the Mafia.
They killed Kyle's wife!
They burned down my store!
They killed my wife! I'm Kyle!
That's nothing. They tried to sabotage my milk delivery.
Oh.
All right, we can all agree the Mafia's done some pretty heinous things, but maybe some of them are a little more heinous than others.
Hey, Your Honor, let the record show that against all odds, I still delivered every goddamn bottle of milk.
And we're all really proud of the good work you do, Milkman. But we're here today to bring the Mafia to justice, all right? And as in any court case, the way we're going to do that is by identifying the person who we think is probably the Mafia. And today we're going to execute them.
Wait, I'm sorry, what?
Judge, I have a question. Couldn't there be, like, maybe more than one Mafia, just per se?
Oh, no, good. Common misconception, Patricia, but because there are only 10 of us, there can only be one Mafia.
Well, in that case, I think it's my neighbor Jim.
What? But come on, y'all, it's me, your old pal Jimbo.
He has beady eyes, guys, beady eyes.
My eyes aren't that beady, Patricia.
All right, Jim, your eyes certainly are that beady. Scribe, can you make a note that everyone acknowledges and is pretty creeped out by Jim's eyes? Because of that, he's our main suspect right now.
Now wait one darn second. Ain't I able to defend myself?
All right, sure, Jim. Yeah, say whatever you have to say.
Right. Well, I didn't really do any of that there stuff.
Oh, that makes sense.
That's right. Smart. But I'll tell you what. I think I know who did. Tony!
What? I saw him kissing another man!
Well, okay. Mind your own goddamn business, Melissa. I'm the medic, okay? I was just giving him mouth to mouth.
Oh, yeah, well then, why were you using so much tongue?
Well, because I don't know. I don't actually have a medical degree. They just gave me this job when I moved into town.
That's right, Melissa. Tony was just doing his randomly assigned job, okay? That said, I still think there's a pretty good chance Tony did it.
Okay, this might not really be my place, but isn't it a little unprofessional of you to, like, weigh in like that? Besides, this whole thing seems like a gigantic violation of due process.
Whoa there, Lonnie. If I didn't know you so well, I'd say that sounds a lot like something the Mafia would say.
Well, Craig, I don't know you that well. We met like 90 seconds ago. But
Buddy, I'm just messing with you. You're like a brother to me. No, I think it's pretty much definitely that guy over there. You know, driving his truck around before dawn and leaving shit outside people's houses. It's pretty slimy shit if you ask me.
That's my job, Craig. I'm the milkman. The stuff you're talking about is glorious milk, which people pay me to bring them. Craig.
Yeah, all right, whatever you say, milkman. Take him away.
Craig, I think we're gonna hold off on that for now. You know, we all know that any execution requires a majority vote. Guys, let's stick to the evidence here, all right? So, you know, who's got a hunch or like a strong gut feeling?
I think it was Kyle.
What?
I think Kyle killed his own wife. I think he's gonna be a fucking
Chill, Pat.
All right.
Christ.
Woo. Anyone else?
Yeah, so I'm not sure this is strictly relevant, but I did see Kyle with a whole bunch of jugs of gasoline in his car the day before Melissa's store burned down.
Objection! Leading the witness.
Sustained. You keep that circumstantial bullshit out of my courtroom.
Fair enough.
Are you kidding me? That wasn't even the right objection.
Well, honey, I think you're a little out of your depth here, okay? If you leave this one to us, all right? Kyle, take it away.
Thank you, Judge. You know, I've been doing a lot of thinking about this case, a lot of pondering, some grieving for my dead wife, but mostly thinking. And I've come to the conclusion that the Mafia is none other than Patricia. We all saw how she freaked out at me just now. Weird. And she seemed mighty relieved yesterday when we mistakenly executed Ragu.
Mistakenly executed? You mean you killed the wrong person yesterday and you're just going back to it?
Bonnie, I don't want to hear it, okay? This is the only system we've got. Everyone's doing the best they can, Bonnie. All right, now Kyle, you were saying.
Thank you, Judge, and thank you, Lonnie. As I was saying, we need to be looking at the facts, the hard evidence, the proof, and the fact of the matter is, Patricia seems really guilty.
Yeah, seconded. That's,
Melissa, you're in book club with me.
Okay,
Relax.
yeah, no. And I'm tired of hearing your bullshit postmodernist commentary on the house on Mango Street. Okay? Yeah. Judge, this bitch has gotta go.
Now, Patricia, the evidence is really piling up against you.
But that's not even evidence. Like, that's just a whole other thing between the two of them.
Bonnie! I love you to death, but you gotta zip it, man. You're sounding stupid right now, and that reflects badly on me because everyone knows that we're best friends.
All right, we don't have a lot of time, all right? If we want to win, we have to have a vote. So does anyone else have any evidence they want to bring forward against Patricia?
Never sorts of recyclables.
We have a single sort here, Kyle.
The other day, I saw her hit a raccoon with her car, and she did not clean her car after.
Hey, it was a dog, okay?
Yeah, she sends her kids to Waldorf school.
Oh.
All I know is she orders 3 gallons of skim milk a week.
Let's just go to sleep now.
Right, let's have a vote. I think it's about time to vote.
I'm clearly not guilty, guys. I'm the detective. I'm the one who's throwing out answers here. I'm searching for the Mafia. I'm clearly not the Mafia.
Can everybody just, raise your hand if you think, yeah, it's probably Patricia.
Let's go.
Okay, and all right, that about does it. Patricia, you know what that means. Yeah, 10 people win.
Yeah, let's kill it.
You guys got me. Yeah, I'm the Mafia.
God, Lonnie, feels good to get a dub on your first day, doesn't it, right? Yeah, I hate to ask this of you. It's kind of awkward, but can you go set up the gallows? You're doing great. Thanks so much. Oh, man.
What the fuck is this place?
This was Bowdoin Night Live. See you guys at Wednesday of Ivies.